welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I have another full face first impressions for you all. I have a bunch of new products that I haven't yet tried and I wanted to save for this specific video. Also let me know what you think about the background. I know I said in one of my last videos that I was loving the sort of more chilled out background and stuff, but I feel like for makeup tutorials and stuff I want to have a more focused and plain background just so you can see like products and stuff better. And you can see like the colours of looks and stuff better, whereas like for Q&As and stuff I'll keep it more casual in my bedroom with like all the pretty pillows and stuff. But definitely comment down below and let me know what you think. I'll have to say this first impression video did go quite well compared to my last one. I think my last one was like a complete fail. Like there wasn't many products that I actually liked. Whereas in this video, this is the makeup look I created and I'm actually really liking it. Like I would go out and be happy enough with this look. Whereas my last one was like a complete disaster, which I will link down below of course. Of course I'll link everything down below per usual, and I love yous and I will see you soon. So the first two things that I have here to try out are the PSM Love Strobe Face and Body Highlighting Creams. And if you watch one of my recent videos that I did, it was my like Dublin clothing haul. I did like some beauty products as well featured in it. Because I went to Dublin like last week. I went to Forever 21 and Penny's. I did a big massive haul video, so I'll link it down below or leave like a wee card here if you haven't seen it already. But I picked these up thinking they were like a dupe for the MAC Strobe Cream, so I haven't yet tried them, so I am going to try them today. But I will just show you a wee swatch of both of the shades so that you know like what colours and stuff they have. But these were the only two that I seen, so they were like €4 each or something, which I thought was amazing, and the actual packaging sort of reminded me of the MAC Strobe Cream as well, so hopefully it is quite good. And I mean like for €4, which equates to like probably like $3.50 or something, I would say that would be an amazing dupe if these perform really well. So this one first of all is like the white one. It actually kind of looks more like golden. It's like white but it has more like a wee golden undertone through it. They're sort of like liquid highlighters, but I would say they're more like creams. Like I wouldn't put these on top of my foundation or nothing. And then this one is a little bit more pinky. I think I'm going to use this one actually because I do want a really brighten effect today. So I'm just going to take, a couple of wee squirts of this. I'm not going to use it as like my actual primer. I want to use it as like sort of like a moisturizer first, because I always like to have like my skin really moisturized and then I like to apply a primer on top of my moisturizer. So this is the moisturizer sort of thing that I'm using today. It does say face and body highlighting cream, so let's see how well it does it like moisturizing the skin and making it look really dewy and stuff. It does feel nice and smooth and quite hydrating on the skin, and it definitely does have a nice little glow to it as well. It is a little bit harder to blend than the MAC Strobe Cream. As you can see, it is going a little bit streaky there on my cheeks, and it does dry a little bit faster too. Like the Strobe Cream by MAC sort of like stays really moisturizing and hydrating on your skin, whereas this one seems to be setting a little bit and going a little bit tacky, which sort of is a good thing because then you could sort of use this as a primer, because it means if it is tacky then your foundation is going to stick to it. So today what I'm going to do is take the Hourglass Veil Primer. This is a mineral primer, oil free, broad spectrum SPF, and I always see a lot of people using this on their YouTube channel. Not so much recently, it's been more so in the past. I remember seeing people absolutely loving this primer. I've had this for ages now, and I've never tried it before. It's still in the box, never tried it out. So yeah, I'm going to try it today. It's in a gorgeous luxurious bottle. Pump has like a nice like chrome lid on it. Glass bottle. Oh my gosh, it kind of like turns a little bit like purpley, like it has like a purple undertone to it. Oh my gosh, I think I've applied like way too much, but oh my gosh, this feels so smooth on my skin, but I think I've applied like way too much. Holy shit, it literally feels like, oh my gosh, I've never felt anything like that. I'm just gonna rub the rest of it just around the rest of my hands. I would not recommend doing this because like wasting so much product, but I'll know for next time just to do like one pump just. But it's made my skin feel really smooth. So I have this brow powder here from It Cosmetics, and It Cosmetics has now become available in the UK, which is amazing because I love like a few other products and the brushes and stuff, but I have a few products here that I want to try today on camera that I've never tried out before, and this is one of them. This is the It Cosmetics brow powder in Universal Taupe, and I've never tried this before. Brand new. They actually sent me out a few wee samples the other day. Okay, so that's a few swatches of what the pencil looks like. As you can see, you can go quite pale, you can go quite medium, or you can go quite dark there. And like, cause my face feels so smooth right now, I feel like the pencil's gonna really like slide across. But I'll try it out, and if it doesn't work out for me, that's okay. I'll just go back to my Freedom Brow Pomade or my Benefit Browsings little palette. Okay, so just starting underneath my eyebrow and drawing a line straight across. It's one of those brow pencils that's sort of like hard, but it still transfers really nicely onto the skin. Some brow pencils are so hard and literally like no colour comes off them whatsoever, so you find yourself just digging it into your skin. So I feel like with brow pencils you don't get as much precision just because the little tip isn't as fine as what a brush would be. This one is a little bit more, it's like a small like oval shape. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. The Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil has like a really thin little tip, and it's really good for making your eyebrows really precise, but this one is a little bit thicker, so it is slightly harder to make your brows look really precise. I don't really mind because I always go around my brows with concealer anyways after to perfect them. Okay, I actually feel like that's did a pretty good job at filling in my eyebrows. even though the tip is quite thick, you still can get like nice wee brush strokes. Yeah, I actually really like it so far, and the colour's really nice. I feel like with this you could go really with light pressure and get like a lighter taupey colour, or you can go quite heavy and get like a really dark brown. I really like that, and the colour's like really similar to like the roots of my hair anyway, so it doesn't look too like, dark or anything. But I actually really like that so far, and it has a little spoolie on the other end too. So I'm going to use this just to comb through the front. And don't worry if you kind of smudge the product a wee bit, because we are going to go in with concealer to sharpen it up anyways. Oh my gosh, the spoolie feels really good too. It's combing through the brow hairs really nicely. And I think this is actually only a little sample size of this pencil. I'm not too sure whether this is the full version or not, but you still get quite a lot of product in it. So if you can get your hands on like a sample or like a travel size product even before you try the full version, definitely do that just in case you don't like it, and then at least you haven't paid like the full amount for it. So far so good on this It Cosmetics brow powder. Oh gosh, I've been calling it the brow powder pencil. It's the brow power pencil. Okay, so I also have a couple of concealers here to try out. I have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. Okay, so for my concealer today, I actually have two here that I want to try out. I have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer to try. I have the shade Light and Medium. These again are wee sample sizes, but like they're actually really big for sample sizes. And I remember seeing Michael Finch using this. He said you literally only need to use the tiniest bit, and like the sample sizes are literally quite big. Like they come in a little tube like the normal one normally does, but it's just like a wee tiny version. But I have the shade Medium and Light in these concealers, and then I also got sent the other day the new Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25R breathable concealers. I normally just like to have like a basic normal concealer around my brows. I don't really want like something really full coverage, and I think the Bye Bye Under Eye apparently is meant to be insane coverage, so I might actually keep this for underneath my eyes and then use this Rimmel one as an eye primer and then to carve out my brows. But I have heard really good things about this one and this one, so maybe I'll like both, but let's just try this Rimmel one first of all around my brows and see how this one goes. So I do have a few shades of this here. I'll probably just use the lightest one, because I always just use light concealers for my brows because I like them to be nice and highlighted. I also like my eyeshadow base to be quite brightening as well, so I'll just use this one. This is Light Ivory 001. Okay, so it comes in a wee squeezy tube like this, and it also has a little sponge applicator underneath. The sponge is quite firm, like it's not like the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind sponge where it's like really spongy and like soft under the eyes. This one's more of just like an applicator where you just apply with this, but you wouldn't like blend with this or nothing. It's quite dense, and it is like, it's not really that soft on the under eyes, but normally I don't really use the little applicators that it comes with, so I'll just put some in the back of my hand first, and then I'll use my own brush. But that's the wee shade of it there. So I'm just taking my own little eyebrow carving brush and using this to carve out around my eyebrows and use as an eyeshadow primer. So first impressions, it is it's not like a really thick concealer, and it's not a really thin concealer either. And it does have a nice coverage. I wouldn't say it's a full coverage concealer, because you can sort of still see like my little freckles and stuff through it underneath, but it is doing a good job so far at carving out my brows. It's really easy to use. I always like to take my concealer right into the inner corner too, because I always apply like my highlighting colour in there. So obviously I want it to be nice and clean and like a blank canvas for that colour to really pop. The colour has oxidised slightly, I don't know if you can see, like the one up here looks slightly darker than what I've just did under here, but it's still nice and light anyway. It hasn't got like really darker. Okay, so that's my eyebrows completely filled in and carved. As you can see, it looks absolutely ridiculous right now because I have no other makeup on. But just talking about the concealer, I did like it. It is a really lightweight concealer. I would say it is medium coverage. It does say it's lightweight and medium coverage on the bottle. I like the shade, it was nice. It did oxidize slightly, so just keep that in mind whenever you're purchasing this. And I can't understand why it says breathable, because it is a really light concealer. Like, you can barely feel it on your skin, but it did take a good while to blend out. Like whenever I was applying it, I really had to like push my brush into my skin to blend out the harsh lines. Other than that, it did a really good job of carving out underneath my brows, but I don't think I am going to use this concealer under my eyes, because I do want to try the It Cosmetics one under my eyes, because that one is made for under your eyes, because it's called Bye Bye Under Eye. Okay, again, I have a few more It Cosmetics and Rimmel stuff. I promise not everything in this video is either Rimmel or cosmetics. It's just like most of the base products are. I have the CC Plus Colour Correcting Full Coverage Cream, and I also have the new Rimmel London Lasting Finish Breathable Foundation. I'm really not too sure on which one to try. What I'm going to do is, I do want to try the It Cosmetics one, so I am going to do a little swatch of both of the shades here to see what colour the colour's like, and if they're too light or too dark, I'll use the Rimmel ones because there's more selection of shades in this one. I'll do a wee swatch here just on my skin just so I can see. It is a little bit lighter than my neck, but I might try it out just to see what it's like. It is a CC cream, so normally CC creams would have a lighter coverage and they would be more moisturising and hydrating and stuff, whereas this one is classed as a colour correcting full coverage cream. So I might try this one out because I'm intrigued to see what this is like, because usually again CC creams are normally quite light in coverage, whereas this one is a full coverage cream and de-aging hydrating serum, so I feel like I'm more intrigued to try this one out today. So I'm using the shade Medium today, and I'm just going to take a couple of these squirts along my face. I hate that word, squirts. It's gross. This is so amazing for a little sample travel size. I don't know if it's a sample or if it's like a travel size, but like quite a lot of product in there. Like sometimes you just get concealers that are like this size. This is like a full sample and it's like an amazing size. It's amazing. So to blend this out, I'm just going to take my Sigma Angled Kabuki F84 brush and just start placing it onto my skin first of all. The colour isn't too bad, but I can just apply a little bit more bronzer and stuff. It has a really nice smell to it. It smells like something that I've smelled before. I have no idea. It's not like really perfumey. It sort of just smells like whatever ingredients is in this. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but I would say it's more than medium. It's like full coverage, but like it's like a lower end on full coverage. You know the way you've like Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation and it's like hella full coverage, like it's insane. This one is full coverage, but it's not like maximum full coverage, if you know what I mean, because I do have a few freckles on my forehead and you can still see them. I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can still sort of see them. Okay, so for underneath my eyes, I am going to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Again, it's just like a little sample size they sent me out. I've got the shade Light here. Oh my gosh, it's so thick. I just squirted it out there and it's literally so thick. Whoa, I don't know if you look at this, guys. Holy shit, it's so thick. Right, now this is full coverage. Like, you know the way the CC cream said it was full coverage? But I was mentioning that it's not like intensely full coverage. This concealer is like hella full coverage. I have to say though, it does feel quite thick underneath my eyes, but like look how much coverage is provided. So before I set my under eyes and stuff, I just want to do a little bit of cream contouring. I have this Collection Precision Contouring Crayon Stick thing. It's in the shade Medium 02. I've had this for a while now, I just haven't got around to trying it out yet. But what I'm going to do with this is just apply it where I would normally contour. This shade is a little bit light compared to what I would normally go for, but at least it'll give me like a nice base for my powder contour after. And then to blend that out, I'm just going to use a little angled brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's the Complexion BC 185 brush. Yeah, it's blended out fine. It doesn't seem to be too hard to blend out. The colour is actually not bad. It's like, the colour is slightly warmer than what I would go for a contour colour, but I can just go in with a more ashier bronzer to neutralise it slightly. Because with your contours, you want to sort of keep your colours more on the cooler end of things. And then with your bronzer, it's used to like warm up the skin. With contour, you're sort of just like making like a shadow, so you want the colour to be more neutral to your skin tone. It doesn't look too bad, and with that CC cream and concealer and stuff, it's blending in really nicely. I just go in circular motions and then back and forth a wee bit. As my skin does look really waxy and like shiny right now, obviously because of all the products haven't been mattified and set yet, I have to say though, my skin does look really good, and that Collection contour stick worked so well. Like, look at that natural shadow there. The colour actually isn't too bad. I like it. It's in the shade Medium. They probably have other shades too, and it's probably only a couple of quid as well. Okay, so I also have this Be Bold contour kit, and it's a contour, bronze and highlighter, and I also have the brush to go with it. It's the Professional Multi-Purpose Brush. I have no idea what is actually in this little kit. I was hoping maybe there's like an under eye setting shade even. No, it's actually just a highlighter, contour shade and bronzer. So I'll come back to this one actually after I've set my under eyes and use this afterward, because I thought maybe there would have been like a yellow setting shade into this or something, but there's actually just a contour, bronzer and highlighting shade. So I'll come back to this in 1 wee second after I set underneath my eyes and stuff, because I don't actually have a new setting powder. What I normally do is just take my Kat Von D translucent powder on a beauty blender and just press it in underneath my eyes. This technique works the best for me. Either do this or use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light and press that underneath my eyes. But sometimes it can be like really pale and just like ridiculous sometimes. But I'm using this one today. This is the one that I use like mostly on all of my clients too. It sets her concealer all day long and makes it look really flawless. Okay, so back to the contour kit from Be Bold. It has a contour, bronze and highlight shade as I mentioned. I'm going to use the brush that they sent out with it as well. Just obviously to try that out as too. But the colours look really nice. The contour shade will be quite pale for my skin. But even for like an eyeshadow or something, that would be a really pretty transitional colour. The bronzer looks really nice and it feels really smooth as well. And the highlight colour looks pretty good. Very similar to Becca Opal. It's a really nice similar colour to that. So I'm actually going to use the brush also that it comes with. It comes in a little cute box like this. So that's what the little brush looks like. It's just slightly tapered at the top. And you could also use this to like wipe away your product underneath your eyes too. But we'll use that after. I'm just going to try this contour shade and see what it's like. Okay, so whenever you put in your brush, you do get quite a lot of fallout from that. But like, I think ours really, like most products pretty much do that. That's the shade. You do get quite a lot of pigment on it. Just tapping off the excess. Oh, it's quite pigmented. I'm just going to take off whatever's left of my brush. The shade actually isn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I think it may be because I didn't set my entire skin before I did this. But sometimes I don't do that and it works out okay. But I'll just try it again using lighter amounts. Very pigmented, I'll definitely give it that one. it blends in quite nicely, so I'll go in with like less product on this side and see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, this side blended a lot better. I feel like go in with the littlest product first of all and then build it up if you want it more intense. As you can see, this side is looking a little bit more harsher because I did apply more product, so it's obviously really clung to my foundation, whereas this side looks a little bit more natural. So I'm going to just build this side up a little bit to make it even with this side. Colour actually looks a lot lighter in the actual pan than what it does whenever you apply it, so don't be fooled, guys. So what I'm going to do now is take the bronzer shade in this palette and bronze up my skin. I love bronzer, so hopefully this one applies quite nicely. The brush is really soft actually as well. I forgot to even mention my thoughts on this, but the brush is really soft and I like how it's tapered too, so it fits like really nicely under the eyes and stuff. So for my bronzer, I go around the perimeter of my face. I love to add like warmth back into my skin. I just love being tanned, and because my neck is slightly darker as well, obviously I want it to all match together. Okay, so overall I do really like this palette. Obviously I have only tried these two shades so far, but I actually really like them, and they're just very pigmented, and you just need to be slightly careful like whenever you're first applying them, because the brush does pick up a lot of product. It is quite of like a powdery pigmented product, so it does kind of just like blast under the skin, so you really need to go quite gently and then build up your colour rather than go quite heavy and then spend more time blending it, because then it does go quite muddy. So just kind of take like little small doses of it and then apply it, and then you should be fine. The colour's really nice. I think it looks really nice on my skin. I like it. The contour shade has actually surprised me. I really do like it. It looks really light in the compact, but as again, like it is quite dark on the skin, and it's a nice shade too, not too ashy, not too warm. Bronzer's gorgeous, really nice, and I am going to try the highlighter, but I have another highlighter that I might try first. So I think I'm going to try this Be Bold one on this side and then the Ofra one on this side. This is the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive, and I've been meaning to try this for ages. I've had this sitting unused for ages, and I love the Ofra highlighter. So I'm going to try this one, and then I'll try this one, and then you guys can decide like which side you like better and comment down below and let me know. Ooh, I'm liking this. Oh my gosh, I'm really liking this in fact. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to add another layer. Really loading up my brush, place it onto my skin and just like wiggling it about onto my skin. I'm actually loving this whole contour kit. It's really good. Like first I was like but now I'm thinking like I love the bronzer, I like the contour colour, I'm just fucking loving this highlighter. Like I'm loving it. I've got a little bit on the tip of my nose, so I think I'm gonna go clean off the rest of my brush here and take a little bit of this Ofra one. Do you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm just gonna apply this Be Bold highlighter all over my skin first and then make it more intense with this Ofra one probably, because I do really want to try this one out and make my highlight literally insane today. It is a little bit more powdery and softer. The consistency of these two compared are completely different, but I love Ofra highlighters as well. Like I cannot say one bad thing about them. Never tried this shade though, so let's see what it looks like on top of this. Oh my gosh, it's just made everything like a million times better. Obviously this is so much highlight, like I'm just pretty much just applying this much because I want you guys to see like how intense you can get your highlight to go. But sometimes you just want your highlight to be intense like this. Like pretty much like this is the way I like my highlight most days whenever I wear makeup, but if you don't like highlighter then obviously just ignore this step, but like come on. Oh my gosh guys, I forgot to put on my lovely hairband. I'll put it on now. Yay, I always want to like wear this hairband in tutorials just so that you guys know that I'm just going to go into like full swing with my makeup. So whenever the hairband comes out, that's whenever I'm going to go like ham with my makeup pretty much. So for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I've had this sitting in my collection for ages. I think I've tried it like once, but it was literally for like one colour. And I know obviously this is like a full face first impressions, but I've barely even touched this palette. The reason why it's so dirty in the front is because I actually used to mix foundations on for my clients and stuff. And that's the reason why, like even if you look inside, like the colours and stuff barely look touched, but like I am really excited to try this out because the colours are insane. I love this. Whenever Urban Decay revealed that they were bringing out this palette, I was like holy shit, and thank you so much to Urban Decay for sending me this out because it's like gorge, amazing. I'm going to take this colour here first of all, I think as my transition colour. It's called Sauced. It's the third one in right there. Urban Decay eyeshadows never fail me. Like all of their naked palettes are just so good. There's never like one bad thing to say about them, so I know that I am going to like this palette because Urban Decay just kill it with their eyeshadows. Like it's just one of those brands that you know will always have good products. Like even their glitter liners, their foundations, their complexion products, like their setting sprays, concealers, things like that. Everything's just unreal. I think I'm going to take the shade He Devil, which is this one here. It's like a slight like burgundy sort of colour, this one right here. And I'm going to sort of place this on like the first third of my lid coming from the outer corner. So I'm going to just place this right here, just like that. Place it down. Okay, so I'm going to take this colour here called En Fugo, I think it is, right here. I just take on this small pencil brush again. With this is just pretty much applying this right on the outer corner here. I'm pretty much doing like a little simple smoky eye pretty much just with the colours in this. Warm smoky eye obviously, because like warm colours are like my favourite, and you can't really do much else with this palette because all of the colours are pretty much warm tones. And then I'm also going to take that their He Devil shade that I applied like on the first third and smoke this out underneath my lower lash line too. Okay, so for my actual lid colour, I think I'm going to use this shade here called Lumberry or Lumberry. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It's this shade here. It's gorgeous. More deeper colour, but I am going to apply it on my lid. But I am going to take this colour here first and put it on my brow bone and my inner corner just to make it a little bit more ombre looking. It's called, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing them all wrong, but I'm near sure it's called Ounce. Oh my gosh, that colour's gorgeous. It's like a red, sort of coppery, orangey shade, but metallic. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to go in with this first colour here in the palette and use this as my inner corner highlighting shade. Sort of, it looks matte in the pan, but then whenever you apply it, it has like a wee slight glow to it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take my finger on with that Lumberry shade that I was talking about. I'm just going to take some on my finger, make sure there's like no chunky bits, and literally just place this right beside the colour that I just applied. Okay guys, so that's pretty much the eyes done. I just wanted to do something quite simple just so that I could show you me using those Urban Decay Heat eyeshadows from the Heat palette. So what I'm going to do now is take the Collection Volume Max Lash Primer and Mascara. Again, brand new product, haven't yet tried it. So I'm going to apply the lash primer first of all. Wow, this brush seems very, just one of those like plasticky ones. I'm going to apply the primer first of all. Okay, so now that I have that on, I'm going to take the mascara. It's an Ultra Black number 17. Hopefully this applies okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that this brush is more of like the material one rather than like the plasticky one, because sometimes the plasticky ones can like actually touch your actual like inner part of your eye and like really hurt because they're so rigid. Oh my gosh, my eyelashes look so weird with like no mascara. I cannot believe the days when I did YouTube, like I literally never used to apply lashes, and if I did, I felt like I looked so weird. But now I feel like I look so weird just with mascara on. Like I need lashes like to complete every look, like I just need them. Okay, so for my lashes today, I'm going to be taking my Sassy Lashes in the style Drama. These ones are like so thick and amazing. I just love these ones. They get like fluffier on the outer corner. They just look amazing, make your eye shape look phenomenal. So I'm going to be applying these ones today. So I'll be back in 2 wee seconds whenever I have them completely applied onto my eyelash. So I'll be back in 2 wee seconds whenever I have them applied and stuff like that. So yeah. The last thing that I'm going to do here is my lips and then a wee bit of setting spray on top. I think for my lips I'm obviously going to go with like a nude pink sort of look. Oh my gosh, my house is like literally so cold at the minute. I'm normally complaining how warm it is and now it like literally feels freezing. But I'm going to be taking this Collection Nude Pink Lip Liner. It's a Lip Definer Lasting Colour Lip Liner. Oh, and by the way guys, this is what my eyelashes look like. I'll come close to show you. As you can see, they're so dramatic, but they're gorgeous. I love them. So yeah, I'm going to line my lips with this. I've never used it before. It's like sort of like a nudie pink shade. That's it right there. So I'm going to try this out. It looks quite sharp at the moment, but I feel like it's going to go blunt quite quickly. Okay, so that lip liner literally applied so smoothly. I literally think this is like $1.99 or something. Collection's products are insane. Their concealer and all is amazing. Their Lasting Perfection concealer, it's amazing, but I've already tried it before, so that's why I didn't use it in this video. But I've never used this lip liner. I've never used this lip liner before, and it applied really smoothly. So thumbs up to this one as well. Okay, so I have this wee set here from Rimmel that I got sent out a few days ago, and I think I'm going to use the nude shade in here just because I'm going quite simple with my makeup today, like colour wise, like quite neutral. I think I'm going to try this. This is a Stay Matte Liquid Lip Colour, but I'll apply this and see whether I want to keep it matte, and then I can apply like a gloss on top. So I'll do a wee swatch on my hand to show you what this colour looks like. These are kind of like a moussey consistency by the looks of things, but it looks like a really pretty colour, so let's apply and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's one of those nudes that are more like peachy, and it's a really thin consistency. It's not too pigmented. Hand builds it up, but this lip liner actually looks really pretty with it. So I'm going to try this lip gloss here. It's the Sugar Glaze 001 lip gloss from, it's the Shine Lip Liquid from the Body Shop with argan, jojoba oil and maracuja oil. I think that's how you pronounce it. So let's apply this on top. And I have to say also the Rimmel applicator on that liquid lipstick was really good too. Oh, this feels so smooth and moisturising. Holy shit, it smells amazing. Body Shop sent me out so many lip products the other day, but obviously I want to keep it like a clear gloss on top. This sort of has like a pinky tint to it, but it's like very sheer. So guys, this is the entire makeup look right here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love filming these types of videos because it's like a wee surprise for me too, like trying out products and seeing how I feel about the products as well as giving you my reaction on that as well, if you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this makeup look. My skin looks insane, and obviously this makeup look isn't for people who like don't like makeup, because this is obviously like a full beat right here. But yeah, it's really intense, but I just love it like that because I love my makeup like this. But I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and click the wee bell notification too, so it means you'll get notified every time I upload. And yeah, I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.